Hey guys, and today I'm going to do my tips for round 3 of the season. Round 2, not as good as round 1. I thought it was an aberration, doing well in round 1, but as you can see, it was a bit of carnage there. Only getting 4 correct for the round. I was lucky to get 4, I think. But I'll dust myself off and have another go at it this week after a relatively poor week. But that's okay. We've got a chance to respond, which is awesome. Let's get stuck into the Thursday night game. We've got the Western Bulldogs up against the Brisbane Lions. Going to be a very entertaining clash. Dogs don't want to go 0-3. They've been disappointing. I like Brisbane. Their midfield definitely did a great job in responding after their poor performance against Port Adelaide to start us off. I'm going to be tipping the Lions by 19 points. I think, they're looking in good stead. Dogs, not really sure what the go is. I don't have too much faith in them. I've got more faith in the Lions. I think they're a better side and all sorts of stuff. Even though it is at Marvel, they haven't been really hitting the mark too well early on. So I got the Lions there. Massive Friday night game. This is going to be an absolute ripper. Could be 90,000. I could be getting too excited there. But Collingwood, Richmond, which should be really interesting. You can't ignore what the Pies are doing at the moment. They've been scintillating with their ball movement, their pressure, their game style stacks up. I'm sure Richmond will give them a good run for their money, but I think Collingwood best team in the comp right at the moment. For Pies fans, probably don't want to pick too early in the season, but they're playing some amazing football, and they're the team to beat at this point in time. Moving over to the grudge match, Hawthorn and North Melbourne. This is Clarko versus Mitchell. Going to be a massive game over in UTAS. I have been impressed with how North have been going about it. Hawthorn definitely struggling early on in the piece, and the season's just started. And I think Clarko will. He'll make sure he tries to get a win here on Sammy. That essentially booted him out of the Hawks chair. So I think. North have been putting together a really good resume so far and are in good form. Hawks will need to respond. We then move to Giants Stadium on the Saturday afternoon. GWS and Carlton. Carlton haven't lost yet. A draw and a win. Looking good. Giants 1-1. Impressive against the Eagles. Not quite. Impressive comeback against the Eagles maybe. After being sort of battered. And they didn't get completely blown off the park. So Giants definitely been new and improved under Kingsley. I will tip Carlton though. I think they're the better side currently at the moment. And they got them last time, I'm pretty sure, which might have been one of Leon's last games, if not his last game. We move to the MCG and then St Kilda play Essendon. This will be, again, a really tough game to pick. Can definitely mount a case for either side, but just have been super pleased with St Kilda and how they've been going about it. Their defensive mechanisms that Ross, the boss, finds a way to do, I think will be too good for Essendon's system, despite Essendon's improvement under Brad Scott. The two new coaches going at it, so it'll be definitely an entertaining match, no doubt about that. I'm sure it'll be a quick, free-flowing game. Then we move on to Adelaide Oval, where we have the showdown. Port Adelaide. It was Jordan Dawson breaking the hearts, the corresponding game last year. In the showdown, it's going to be a real tough one to pick. Adelaide improved, but sort of playing patches. I think Port Adelaide a little bit more reliable at the moment, but it's definitely no mean feat of it's definitely no gimmies here. Speaking of no give-me's, we've got the Gold Coast Suns hosting the Cats. Now, if we're talking late in the season when Gold Coast have given up on the season, Geelong pairing away, completely different sides at the moment where it's the start of the season, Cats have been a bit shaky. And then Gold Coast, pretty disappointing in Sydney, better against the Bombers. I think this is it could be a horrendous pick, could be a masterclass pick. I'm picking the Suns. If we win, cool, we'll get the win. We're 1-2, but I don't have much faith in us in the moment. So go on the Suns. It's going to be a crazy pick. I think we've been pretty ordinary since that Brisbane game, which was played in those yucky conditions. Again, we got yucky conditions. We were playing with lead in our boots last week, and we just haven't gelled together. And yeah, I'm not really confident in our ability to travel at the moment. So yeah, not with a lot of logic there, but yeah, the Suns to get the job done. I hope I'm wrong though. I feel like the easy pick would go Geelong, but we don't deserve to be that high favourites. Second last game of the round, we have Melbourne and the Sydney Swans. Last time it was a good win by the Sydney Swans and at the MCG, and I reckon they can do it again. Sydney's probably the second best team in the comp right at the moment, right behind Collingwood. They've been exhilarating to watch. Melbourne not doing a lot wrong. Without Gawn, I think it's going to hurt them a bit too. Buddy will be back. Don't know if that helps or not. But he'll probably make his way back in the side. And yeah, I think Sydney's pressure, their system really stacks up. I think they'll just pip Melbourne yet again. Optus Stadium. We've got the Derby and Derby. Fremantle hosting the West Coast Eagles, or their home ground this time around. Dockers, geez, yeah, they just went down to North by point. Eagles in some better touch, better form. I'm going to be tipping the West Coast Eagles if they can show that zip and enthusiasm that they showed against the GWS Giants. They might have been a bit tired. Who knows? We're going to find out more this week. Probably not going to get as much free-flowing ball movement, but yeah, I think we've got a pretty vulnerable Fremantle at the moment that's fragile, and the Eagles will be playing pretty free football, I think. And the Dockers have a lot of pressure on them. They don't want to go 0-3, or their season might be done before it started. Okay. Head-to-head, who has the most wins in the bag? Guess Collingwood does at the moment. So let's submit those. All right. Reviewing the round, 3 tips I've gone for Brisbane by 19 points over the Dogs. We've gone Collingwood, North Melbourne, Carlton, St Kilda, Port Adelaide, Gold Coast, Sydney, West Coast. There you go. Guys, hope you enjoyed my tips for round 3. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe away so you can keep up to date with my picks each week. Comment your tips down below in the comments. Look forward to seeing how we go, and hopefully a better week this week. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you all on the next video.